would be complete without an address by a distinguished member of the graduating class. And this graduation is no different. Stephanie Dash, a graduate of the Division of Arts and Sciences, has been chosen to represent the 2016 graduates. In addition to being a mother, a grandmother, a paraeducator, and an all-around excellent student, Stephanie exemplifies what it means to be a lifelong learner. Please join me in welcoming Stephanie to the stage.
Wow, this is amazing. On behalf of the graduating class of 2016, I would like to welcome family and friends as we celebrate this awesome experience. I'm truly honored to be asked to represent my fellow graduates today. I have to say that 2.5 years ago, when I first started my program, I was not even thinking of standing right here. But now that I'm here, I'm freaking out. Okay? I'm sure that like many of my fellow graduates, the reason we all joined and enrolled in school was to make more money. That was my goal. I needed more money. And entering the university in 2014, January 2014 was not my first attempt at going back to school. I started college in 1969. I got an associate's in 1972. I re-entered the workforce after raising a family, and after that I realized that I needed more education in order to increase my earning potential. And I knew a lot of things, but just by living my life, but I figured I needed to have the credentials and the packaging to present it to potential employers. So I said, back to school we go. I can't remember when I first heard about CityU. It was such a long time ago. And I think it was on the radio. I heard something about CityU. At the time, I wasn't ready to return to school, but I knew that when I did go back, I would come here. I just filed it in the back of my mind because I knew the concept was right for me. And when I did decide to re-enter in 2008, listen to this, I went into business. I got in that program, was there 2 weeks. I was so intimidated that I knew immediately that that wasn't for me. And the time wasn't right either. So after 2 weeks, I just said no. Although it wasn't the school, it was the program. I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do. So after that, I enrolled in Pima Medical. Yay, Pima. I'm a certified medical assistant on top of that. Never got a job in it, but it led to my becoming a paraeducator in special education in the school district. After that, I figured, well, maybe a degree in education. So I went through the process and started applying to the School of Education. And since I was in a hurry to get done with my degree, when my transfers came in, I needed an extra year. And I said, oh, don't have time for that. Too old, got to get it done fast. So I switched over to Human Services. I have to admit that Human Services, I wasn't really sure what it was, but after being there, enrolled for a while, after the first quarter, I knew I was in the right place. Once I got started, I was all in with the resolve to do the best I could. Didn't know anything about writing research papers, got my first grade of 60%. What is APA? Had no idea what APA format was. But I found out, and it never happened again. It never happened again. So after that, with the support of the staff, I poured myself into my studies, hoping to get as much out of them as I could. And by staff, I'm not talking about just my instructors, but my advisors in the financial aid office and my personal advisor. They were super. They helped me focus on learning without the distractions of wondering how I was going to pay for my classes. Now I hope I can call on them when I have to pay this money back. I have had people ask me why it is that I'm attending college at this stage of my life, and I ask them, why not? I'm not doing anything else except making minimum wage. I'm also told that I'm supposed to begin enjoying my golden years, and I have to tell them that I actually am. I plan to be a lifelong learner, and CDU is making that possible. And this is where the irony comes in, because I said at the beginning I wanted to get done with school in a hurry. I'm entering the master's program in September. That's 3 years. The Human Services program has reminded me to take life seriously, but not myself, and reinforce my belief that all human life is valuable. For our last assignment in our disabilities class, and Kathy, you'll remember that, we had to view a movie about Temple Grandin. She's autistic and has suffered so many indignities in her life as she struggled to earn a PhD. And she said something I'll never forget, and I used it in my last paper. She said that nature is cruel enough, we don't have to be. This has never been truer than at this time in our history.
Yeah.
We owe it to ourselves and the rest of humanity to know our own worth so that we can appreciate the value of others. I would like to thank everyone at CityU for their support, especially Liz Stevens. Yay, Liz. It's been so fortunate to have someone believe in me the way she has. Makes me want to cry. I dedicate my degree right now to my parents who are in their 90s. Their determination and sacrifices during their lifetime on behalf of me and my siblings made it possible for me to be here today. And also to my son, who lived his life to the fullest until he no longer could. Finally, I would like to leave you with this thought. Everything is decided by our mind and attitude in each moment, and what you do right now will lead you to where you want to be. Thank you.
Go, Mom! Oh, she said it already.
Staff and faculty, board of trustees, and fellow students, thank you very much for your comments and your reflections today. Everyone here is proud to welcome you to the ranks of CityU alumni. And I have a special award for you. I don't know if I can get this on. Beanie.
At this time, I would like to invite Board of Trustees Chairman Gerald Sarnecki to the podium.
I promise I'll be short. As